I've been looking forward to this day for a while now. Today is launch day for my Chic Sparrow signature journal cover and pen holder release. I designed these! And Chic Sparrow's making them, and you can buy them. I cannot wait to see pictures of people using the journals on Instagram. I'm so happy. I am going to tell you more about them in this video, including a look at how I designed them, the entire process from start to finish, and a look into Chic Sparrow headquarters out in Washington State where they make these. But I did want to mention that if you have been waiting to purchase one of these, you may want to go run right now to chicsparrow.com because I don't know how long they're going to be available for, and then come back. If you'd like 10% off of your whole order, not just my products, you can use my code Fairweather at checkout, and that will give me an additional commission as well. This is an A6 size folio cover with pockets that I designed for Chic Sparrow. It's called the Fairweather. That's my name. And my hope was that when you open it up and you see the bright sunshiny colors and the happy little clouds in the pockets, that it would make you happy even if the weather's not great, even if you're not having a good day. For me, that's what journaling does. Every time I open up my journal, it makes me feel better. If you're not super into the bright colors, no worries. We made one that has the same leather as the rest of the cover, but you get a more subtle little hint at those cloud-shaped pockets. I like them both. Honestly, we couldn't decide, so we're making both. You get to choose. I also just realized that I'm wearing the same clothes as the last video I made about this, which gives away the fact that I am filming them on the same day. Hold on just one second. Okay, so if you would like a closer look at these, as well as taking a look at what it looks like with a notebook in it, with it set up and being used, you can find that over on my journaling channel, Journal Sunshine. In case you are new to this type of journal cover, I'm going to show you how it works with my Nanami Cafe Note A6. This is the journal that I carry around with me everywhere. So there's an elastic on the outside, which holds it shut when you're not using it. And then you open it up, and I'm going to show you two different ways to do this. And the first way is just to take the back cover of your notebook and put it into the back pocket of the folio. If you want to, that can be the end of it, and you can just have your notebook here and open it up when you want to use it. But I actually like to tuck the front cover into here as well, like this basically. And then you take the front cover, start to put it in the front pocket, and then you take the back cover and then you just kind of shimmy. It's not a tight fit, so you don't have to squeeze it in there unless you have a bigger A6 notebook. You've got your pockets here, you can put in stickers and things like that, and then you've got your journal here. Basically makes any notebook that you use look super fancy, and you can add some of your own personality to it as well. So since I had to keep this secret for so long, I thought that I would take you through the process of how I designed this, what went into it, what it was like. So a few months ago, I got an email from Jennifer over at Chic Sparrow, who is one of my personal heroes. I have been such a huge fan of Chic Sparrow for a really long time. I have purchased quite a few Chic Sparrow products for myself over the years, and I use them every single day, several of them at once. I have a lot of journals, and very many of them are dressed in these Chic Sparrow covers. And so when I opened up that email from Jennifer and she said, "Hey, we really like your work. I've loved your YouTube channel for a long time. We would love to work with you to design a signature journal cover," I was absolutely blown away. So excited, I couldn't believe that it was happening. It was like my wildest dream had come true. This is a company that if you had asked me last year if I could work with any company anywhere, who would it be? And this is the one. And there's just something about learning about all the leathers and trying to figure out which size is right for you that just, I don't know, I get really excited. I fall down the rabbit hole and all I think about is journal covers. So I had admittedly thought about if they could create a cover that would be exactly what I would want, what would it be? She basically said, "Hey, what is that cover? Tell me about it. Let's make it for you." The first thing I asked her was, "Is it just for me or are we selling this?" That would have been fine with me. I probably would have been just as excited about that. And honestly, it probably would have turned out exactly like this. This is the journal cover that I had dreamed about. And I got to make it with the people who do things exactly the way that I would if I knew anything about making leather goods. which I don't. So she clarified that it would be a limited edition that they would sell on their website until it ran out. And it launched today, which is very exciting. So after that, we had a really great phone call. She answered all of my questions. Pretty much immediately after I hung up the phone, I got my iPad out and opened up Procreate and did a sketch of what I would want my journal cover to be. So I really love the A6 size folios that they make. I love the shape of the corners. I love the size. I love that I can tuck the front and back covers of my notebooks into these. So I knew I wanted it to be that size. She said I had to pick one. But they also make, and I only have one of these, this cascade folio design, but it has these vertical pockets that you can stick stickers and washi tapes and other supplies into. So I basically just took a photo of this journal and then drew on top of it what I would want mine to look like. I like using Procreate on design projects like this, both because I can incorporate a photo, but also because I can add layers on top of things and redraw things while still seeing a small shadow of what was underneath it by adjusting the layer opacity. As you can see here, I redrew those cloud shapes a lot until I got the shape just right. It also helps me to visualize the colors and see how the contrast works out and to kind of help them see what I'm imagining when I say a certain color. Also, when you're drawing digitally, you have the ability to undo, and that is very, very helpful. The final product turned out pretty close to what I had sketched initially. We did go through a bunch of different options for colors. She had all these samples that she was showing me. We video chatted back and forth pretty much constantly for the last couple of months while she showed me all the options and showed me all the steps in the process. Surprisingly soon after I emailed her those designs, I received a package in the mail of a prototype. Wow. It says prototype on it. Let's get my notebook in this immediately. My first Chic Sparrow prototype. The first prototype was just made with some leather that they had on hand. I believe it was Waypoint. The idea would be that they would send me something pretty close to my sketch, and I would put a notebook in it, and I would use it, and I would carry it around with me, spot if there were any flaws, anything that popped up that I didn't like. And so I sent them a bunch of notes, and then over the next couple of months, they sent me more prototypes with different leather options, and I would use those and send them back notes. Prototype number 2 from Chic Sparrow. This one is especially exciting because we have what might be the leather that we used for the main part. Oh, I like it. This leather is so nice. It does remind me of Derby. Jennifer nailed this, made that a little bit smaller. I love it. The notebook design honestly didn't take that many steps. It turned out pretty close to what I liked, and it didn't take that long to get there. It was just a matter of figuring out the leather and the colors that we wanted to use. What did take more time was this pen holder. With the sketches for the journal cover, I also kind of came up with some ideas for a pen holder, even though that wasn't something that we had originally talked about, because I wanted to see, hey, is this something you'd be interested in making? And it turned out that she liked the idea, and that took more tries than the cover itself did. We did a lot of different versions. There were ones with magnets that you could take off that way. We ended up mounting it onto a thicker elastic, and this ended up holding it up much better. We tried a few different shapes. I like that I can take 2 mini fountain pens along with me. You can fit longer fountain pens, obviously, but for the A6 size, I really like the way the Kaweco Sport pens look. I really like it. You can also put this on another notebook, so it's made to fit an A6 notebook. This is a B6, I believe. But yeah, that turned out really cool in the end. This entire thing, having Jennifer reach out to me because she liked my work, having the chance to work with her, and getting to see all along the way the entire process has just been absolutely amazing. I also asked if they could send me some videos of the notebooks being made because I love seeing that sort of behind the scenes look, and so this is the footage that they sent me. And here are the final products. They are a thing that exists in the world now, a thing that you can get if it's still available. I'm gonna put all sorts of links in the video description, including my other videos about this here on this channel and on my journaling channel. I'm gonna link to the video that Chic Sparrow made. Let me know in the comments below if you got one, and if you did, which one did you pick? I would love to see your Instagram photos, your YouTube videos of you using this notebook. It's a thing that I made and now it's real. I feel very lucky, I feel very grateful, and I hope that some of my joy has rubbed off on you, because you deserve to have some of that as well. Hope that you're having a good day, and I will see you next time.